Recording. And I'm actually recording, not streaming, yes. I started recording this.
Started recording.
We are being recorded. You look like a rabbit in the headlights there, Chris.
This might be a low energy one because this is kind of a build-up episode. Also, I feel fucking rough. So.
Oh, okay.
And I'm in a mood, so you know. Hey.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is gonna...
Damn it! I was really looking forward to spoiling your good moods, but it
no, you're fine today. No, it's
Okay, all right. Well, I'm gonna have a go anyway. This doesn't feel that like the Ross and Anti-Crew should be together. Like the fact that they've been apart for 3 episodes now feels.
I agree with that. Yeah,
they got split up a bit in the last series as well, didn't they?
I think I'm cool when they take them apart. They sort of tease you. They take them apart, or they don't bring Bobby into the ship for a very long time, and you're like, I want Bobby to be with the crew, kind of thing. You know, like stuff like that. Like, and they build it up, and then it happens. You're like, yay! So I don't mind when they do that, but this feels a bit like they've done that trick before. Like I don't want that trick anymore.
I want them together again. Yeah.
Well, it's just that they've introduced a lot of characters who I don't give any fucks about, like. Kamina Drummer's pirate crew. Don't care about them.
I've got to admit, I feel the same way about it. I'm still interested in Kamina.
You kind of get it builds up a little bit. You kind of get a bit more character out of them, but yeah, they are. Just,
like they're not. But it's not that they're
kind of
characters.
an amorphous blob of people, aren't they?
Like they're not really. They're not really. When it introduces a new character like Bobby. Like she's doing her own, she's got her own agency. She's doing stuff. Whereas this crew is really just an addition to Kamina. Like they're just doing Kamina's stuff. They're not really agents in their own right.
So well, they do. Well, one of them does kind of stand up to it a bit in this episode and change their mind.
Yeah, I'm not saying they're lacking. They don't have personality, but they're not really. They're not on their own track. They're on Kamina's track.
Yeah, they're just extensions of Kamina's sort of thought process, really.
Yeah. Because I'm not particularly interested in that crew. There's a lot. It's not that it's bad TV or it's bad Expanse. It's not like last season where it's a lot of nothing. It's stuff. It's the stuff I care about the least in this episode. It's Naomi stuff, which I don't know why, but I'm not interested in really.
No.
Like I know how it serves the plot. You know, it's Marco who's launched the rocks at the Earth, and she's got the thing with her son. Like I get how it all intersects, but I'm not particularly invested because part of anything else. Like now we've met him, Philip, bit of a prick.
Yeah.
Well,
because I mean, obviously she's the mother. She's got that emotional tie.
Well, I was about to say the episode is called Mother.
Right. She's got that emotional tie. But I don't. From my point of view, I'm just like, well, he's a prick. Stop caring about him. Just like fucking leave. Go back to the people who actually care about him.
Yeah, you were right the first time.
yeah. That's what she should have said when Philip was being a prick. It was like, well, it turns out, I did the right thing.
I should have just stayed away. Yeah, so it opens with 22 hours until impact for one of the rocks, the excitement, and it just whooshes by other, more stuff that should be detected. Also, the episode is directed. Did you notice who the director is?
No,
I did not.
Francis Ford Coppola.
Oh, it's not. Is it?
No. One Mr. Thomas Jane.
Who's that?
Miller. Is that Star Trek?
No,
Miller.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
he directs a few episodes, I think.
Maybe go back to acting.
He does a few episods. I can't remember. I just remembered that.
It's not a bad episode. But it's a build-up episode.
It's a build-up episode.
The only interesting bit to me is the very end scene.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a lot of stuff written down, but it's not. Yeah. Most of it's just sort of going, "Oh, that's what happened." It's not really notes on anything.
So, does this polyamory pirate ship mean anything, or did they just throw it in for a bit of colour?
Well, it's not without precedent in the show.
No, but it just feels
Miller's, Holden's family are a polycule.
Yeah, but there's a reason for it. There's this particular one.
Well, I think it's just to show that it's not that rare in the future or whatever.
Yeah, I think that's and also meta-wise, I think at this point the show was getting a bit of stick for. Because it's implied that Naomi and Kamina have something going on, but they never show it, and I think that was getting a bit criticised. Rightly so, I think. I think because it was so heavily implied, but never showed that did feel weird. Yeah. So I think it's a representation thing, which is
a bit of queer baiting is the technical term.
Yeah.
I guess so. They could have done it better. Not it better, but like, I mean, because you're like, it's a pirate ship. You just already assume that they're fucking. It's like...
yeah. But also, sort of Kamina's ship being so. I think it's got some of the problems of the last season in that I think Kamina's ship gets too much time given its role in the plot.
Well,
like like we're all same as Expanse. Always.
Without being teleological, as we say around here.
I think even just having watched the rest of the show, you know, just the way this show works is everybody seems to be on their own paths, and then they all kind of converge in a particular thing, right? So we know we're heading for something like that, probably. But even given that, I think Kamina's crew gets a bit too much time for me.
Okay.
Or they don't have enough personality or purpose, or
the ship. I mean, the ship in general, not just necessarily those characters, but Kamina herself. Really, she's not really doing much.
Well, she doesn't. In this episode, she's got a little bit of it because obviously they discovered the Tynan floating in space last time, and so they go to the Tynan. They repaired it and added it to the fleet, so her fleet's got 3 ships now. Yeah, and also she finds Ashford's message. Now, Ashford's message is quite important, though. Albeit poorly timed that they found it.
The way she finds it in that like fire extinguisher. With
she notices there's another fire extinguisher right here, and that's a bit weird.
It feels like those things I used to see in catalogs where it was like a fake plug socket for your valuables or whatever. That kind of thing.
Was it because it's like, well, did he just? You could have assumed. Oh well, he's got half his face burnt off. Of course, he's going to carry a fire extinguisher around with him.
There's a fire extinguisher in the airlock already, and this one's inside a cupboard, which is weird in itself. So that's the kind of the weirdness of it. Anyway, so she finds Ashford's message, and then she decides to go after Marco, and she claims it's not revenge. It's it's the money, blah blah blah. But then one of her wives sort of changes her mind and calms her down. So as far as we know,
hang on, she's a wife. I thought these were just pirate buddies.
Wife in inverted commas.
No, they're wives and husbands.
Are they all?
In canon, they are. Yeah, wives and husbands.
Okay. Because I don't we don't know any. Like
go. Sorry.
Oh, because that's certainly not obvious. It just sounds like they're.
Well, they all mix around and stuff as well. So.
Yeah.
Although it does seem like that one woman is with Kabina more than the others. And I mean, well, you know that Michio is my favourite. Yeah.
So to rewind a little bit to deal with I only made one note for this episode because it's a lot of procedural stuff. But so when Kamina gets out of bed all nudie, she does not put on underwear before putting on the overalls. That seems like. That I don't think I would be comfortable with that. I think I would want
not with those overalls. Yeah, those overalls are gonna be rough.
Yeah, like quite a coarse fabric's gonna catch in your crotch and rub you. Like I would want some underpants under inside that overall,
and your nipples as well. I would
imagine.
I mean, it could be space fabric that's a bit softer than it looks on the inside. Maybe
could be space fabric. Could have a nice lining.
Maybe.
Was this when she got out of bed? Because the way I interpreted that is like she's just slinging it on for now. She'll probably do something.
Just something to wear to walk through the ship without being freezing cold or whatever.
Yeah. It's because they're not going to have dressing gowns on the pirate ship, are they?
She kind of did, not a dressing gown, but she did the second time when she goes to almost
towel,
drink the bottle over. I think, I saw like a blanket or something. Just a blanket wrapped around her.
Yeah.
I do have a couple of notes about some little funny bits that I liked. We'll come to them when that comes up. But on Tycho, we discover that Cortazar is still being used for research by someone on Ceres.
Friend of the show, Cortazar.
Yeah. However, Cortazar has now been kidnapped by a strike team of belters. We don't.
I wonder who that is.
Yeah, belters up to no good. There's only one name that springs to mind at the moment.
In the neighbourhood.
Yeah. So this was on Ceres, right?
It was on Ceres, and Anderson Dawes says he didn't know anything about it. So,
well, no, because he's the one holding Cortazar at the moment, right?
Yeah, he's the one who had stolen from.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing it's Marco Inaro. Marcus Inaro.
Marco Inaros.
Marco Inaris.
Inaros.
You can't even
Marco Inaros. It is a weird name to say, actually.
Marky Mark and his Inaro sponge.
That's it. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
I'll tell you what. All right, this is going to be a bit strange, but I feel like this is going to sound so weird. I can't believe these words are coming out of my mouth.
Oh my god!
I kind of, in a way, miss Murtry because he is a memorable part from the last season. Now, admittedly, his character could have done things different ways. It's probably more about the acting than the actual role itself. But I do kind of feel like Marco Inaris, maybe he could have had more screen time, or maybe because, like, I don't know, he doesn't seem to he's done a lot of things up to this point, but
we've not. I think maybe this is much of him. You've not seen him do anything specific. You've seen him prepare things, but we've not seen him.
Yeah, I mean, you get a flash at the very, very start, pre-titles. You get a flash of, the
my problem with Marco, I think, is so. I enjoy this season very much. This, I would say, if I'm adult, this is like my second favorite season. I love this season, but I think the earlier Expanse, like the first 3 seasons, they weren't really up against an antagonist. Like there was Jean-Pierre Mao who was doing stuff, but that's not what they were directly dealing with. When they were solving a mystery, it was like, what is the proto-molecule? We've got to figure out what this is, solve this. And it was particular immediate problems. And I think the show for me works better when it doesn't have a sort of a singular personified antagonist. I think Murtry doesn't work, and I think for me Marco doesn't work in a similar way. Like I prefer it more when they're dealing with situations rather than a baddie doing bad things.
To me, the best part of the series so far was the bit where they, at the end of season 3, I think it was, where it was, and it was, the pacing was just so exciting there.
Oh yeah. I love my favorite sort of area of the show is that I think is it towards the end or midway of season 2 where they're dealing with Eros. Is it Eros where they're crashing the?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Eros and Julie Mao in control of Eros and Miller going in to be with Julie Mao. All that stuff. I love that. And then I love the Bobby stuff in I think season 3 where she defects and punches her CO, and I love that. That's my favorite portions of the show. And then this season. I think the next episode or the next couple of episodes are very much a high point for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because this felt a little bit so. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of characters in here that I'm not interested in, that get a lot of screen time as well. Like, for example, the guy that Alex is dating.
Like. The guy that Alex is dating.
The woman that Alex is dating.
Oh, yeah. I thought I missed something here. But, yeah, well, what I've written about Alex is confirmed false modesty and blabbermouth. I mean, he says, "Oh, I'm not at liberty to say," and then he just when the other couple get a hold of him, they didn't even need to give him the serum. They should truth serum. They just waited a minute because he never shut the fuck up.
No, just get an attractive
about stuff. Yeah.
Get an attractive lady to feign interest in him, and he's just like blah blah blah. Although to be fair, we'd probably all get with
that. That probably works a staggering, staggering regularity.
Yeah. But what I did just while we're on that scene, there's a bit that always makes me laugh in that scene where they've caught the people, and because Bobby injects the stuff in the ladies.
Oh right, you've jumped ahead.
I was going. No, it's just it makes me laugh when she's leaving, when the police are taking her out. She's like, bye.
Yeah. That was one of my funny bit notes. Yeah.
Do you know? I think it is quite common in like security briefings to actually be like, is an attractive woman interested in what you have to say?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, but one of the high points, Alex gets the shit kicked out of him, and then he gets drugged.
Yeah.
But in fairness to Alex, he does save Bobby. He's just about to get shot. Bobby comes in.
That surprised
and
me.
he actually goes, and jumps on the guy. Because if he hadn't, Bobby probably would have got shot.
Yeah.
But then Bobby,
when he says,
then
"You
Bobby
can't shoot
saves
me,"
them
that's
both, of
insane.
course. Pardon?
He says, "You can't shoot me." That's insane. That bit got a giggle out of me.
Yeah.
Honestly, that bit was not. That was quite. Yeah,
it's kind of fun.
It was a fun bit,
yeah.
But then Bobby saves them both and knocks 7 shades of shit out of the two assailants. The important note out of that scene is, of course, that they were both former Navy officers who were dishonourably discharged. So we obviously see, we're doing what Alex and Bobby do and put the dots together to this Admiral guy being.
I know how that
dodgy.
feels. I had a bit of dishonourable discharge this morning. It's the migraine.
Yeah. Speaking of drummer again as well, a little bit of a note that she's got those interestingly shaped scars on her back from when she was
the spine,
from spinal operation and stuff. You see, it's like a sort of oblong, sort of very right angled edged sort of scar in a couple of places on her spine. Which I thought was a nice little detail. It's like when you see Holden with his arm exposed, you get the little.
It's one of those little signs that like they care. They care about the show. They care about the little details. And, it's nice.
There's not. God, there's not much to say, is there?
It's another build-up episode. Going back to what Chris was saying, I think in the early seasons, your side characters are like Miller, Bobby. I'm sure there's others. I'm sure, like the side characters with actual stuff going on. Prax, yeah. Whereas in this season and the previous season, your side characters are just kind of like, just dude, It's just
It's a bit like Deus Ex, where they where they label some of the NPCs monk, man, newspaper lady.
Yeah,
but actually, even is it Elias Tavaldis' character was quite. Even though he didn't really have much of a backstory.
No,
that was
it looked like the side characters were
omission.
better than the early ones. Yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah.
But again, it's because of the structure of the show. It's kind of like the show hasn't responded to its own, because now it is more about like they were just like belter people. They didn't have any sort of political or institutional power. Now they are known. They're trusted with things. They're on the bigger picture.
Yeah.
And so given that it's a bigger picture show focused at a particular thing, maybe they need to not worry, don't have so much the side characters.
Another little bit that I noticed, which made me giggle, when Naomi first arrives at that station, where she is, Palace, I think it is, she goes to, something like that. Anyway, she comes out and there's a sign up, with all sorts of information on it. But one thing it says on it is 7 souls accident free. And just as that's gone out of frame, it changes to 0.
Oh, I didn't notice that. Oh, that's great. I didn't notice that.
7 souls accident.
Like 7 days without an accident.
A soul is
souls.
A soul is a day. Yeah, SOL. Sorry. Yeah. A soul is a day on a different place.
Oh, because the way I interpret that immediately is 7 souls accident free was like 7 people, but they were killed.
No. 7
none by
souls.
accident. With health and safety is top notch. But,
No, that's the point. Is 7 days since the last accident, basically, and it changes to 0 just as it's gone out of shot.
That's funny. That is actually
did
funny.
Amuse me, yeah. And then we meet some of Naomi's one friend and one frenemy. Oh, that's pretty good. Which is in the bar, and the barman recognises her and he tries to offer her a drink, and then she says, "No, I'll buy more." And it does seem a bit of a fuck you to the barman, really, doesn't it?
Yeah, I my impression is like she's wary of getting fucked over, and but then she does get fucked over anyway. So,
but then
it's a bit like
Sin arrives and smacks the guy's head on the bar, which was
yeah.
So,
I can see that, like, in prison you never accept nothing for free, because then it usually means you owe someone something down the line.
Hang on, I'm taking note of
that. Chris knows, he's an old lag.
I had a friend that went to prison, and he made that awful mistake of accepting a free haircut from a guy that was in there for murder, and then basically he was like,
yeah, I would have. Somebody's like, you want your haircut, and I'll be like, yeah, sure, yeah. Somebody wants to be my friend, yeah.
Yeah, never accept nothing in prison.
Okay,
nothing for free. Nothing comes with that string.
I would never accept a haircut from anybody, other than unless I went to a barber's, unless
I like having my head touched.
I do, but not by strangers.
No, I like going, when I went to I didn't go to the hairdresser a lot, but as a kid, when you go to the hairdresser, you like the tugging on your hair, and like I kind of like that. I like that feeling, not sexually or anything.
No, I know what you mean. No, I know
nice.
exactly what you mean. Yeah.
No, I get it. Sort of, yeah, I get it. Yeah.
So do we like Sin, the big guy?
I don't.
Like...
he's a barman in Deadwood as well. That actor.
Is he? I remember that.
He's one of the
barmen. I mean, I've seen. He's a British actor, right? I've seen him around and stuff.
I don't know if he's British.
So I've seen him in like sort of gangstery roles or something, like British gangstery roles.
To me, he kind of has a Star Wars vibe. Like he's like
I can see that. Yeah.
He's a bit like a Star Wars side character in The Expanse.
His name's Brent Sexton. No, he's born in St. Louis, Missouri.
Oh, okay. Well, completely. He's got a British vibe.
He does have a British vibe about him. I think it's because he looks a bit like.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
That guy.
Yeah. I might be actually mixing him up with him mentally. Yeah.
What's his name? Oh, hang on a minute. Yeah, he does have a familiar face. I'm just trying to think. Oh my god,
what's the guy's name?
What's he even done? Like I've seen that face before in.
He was on an advert as well.
He does the things with the betting or something. That guy.
Yeah. I think,
and he looks a lot like him anyway.
Ray Winston.
He looks a lot like Ray Winston. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, he does. But other frenemy lady, very attractive.
Did you like her? Did you?
Yeah. She's very pretty.
Maybe. She's
Canadian,
I guess.
Before you.
I don't know.
I think I like the slightly blue lipstick as well. I think that looks really nice.
Yeah, that did look quite cool. Yeah.
But yeah, them two again. Not hugely interested in Naomi's stuff. Not hugely interested in Naomi's like old friends or whatever. So I mean, that scene was fun. It's not. I'm not like saying this is, but it's not like last season where it's just emptiness. It's like they're fine scenes. I'm just like these aren't scenes I'm hugely invested in. We're getting to stuff that I am more interested in.
See, here's the thing about last season, right? If I compress it in my mind,
rag on the series forever, aren't we? Series 4.
If I compress that season in my mind, it doesn't feel so bad. There were bits that I liked about it. The trouble is that it's twice as long as it ought to have been.
Yeah.
Well, you like the proto molecule stuff, right? When they're fucking with, but like that's 5% of that season is the thing. The rest is just
They could have cut if they cut that season in half in terms of length.
Yeah,
that would be just as good as.
I think we said towards the end of last season, it should have been the proto molecule stuff, a tiny bit of the surface politics stuff, and then give us a backstory for Marco Inaro. Not a backstory, but show us what Marco Inaro was up to in that season, so that going into this season, we've got more context for why the relationships and stuff.
Yeah. It does. They don't really build up Marco that much.
He's very suddenly because he was in last season briefly, wasn't he? Then he's in like a couple of episodes.
I mean, the guy, Keon Alexander, who plays him, does a brilliant job, especially that scene when there's two different scenes around the. I think they must be on the Tynan at the time, where they captured him, and he's trying to talk Ashford round and stuff. That was an excellent bit.
I would have liked it if, as we were being introduced to him in the last season, but we were introduced to him as if he was like a hero. So we got two heroes butting heads,
like a hero of the belt.
Yeah.
Because they almost, when he's having that disputation with Ashford in the airlock, he's almost. I think they do. He's too much set up as he's the terrorist. Blah blah blah. But if they it made that just a little bit softer, and we are torn between which one we sympathise with. That would have been and then follow that through to that would have been way more interesting.
See, he could have used his charisma on the audience.
Exactly, but they set him up as they code him as bad.
They code him as bad guy right away.
In fact, I mean, this is and they could have made
it more out of capturing him as well. They could have made
and they could have made it. They
that,
could have made it so that Naomi. Well, I don't know. Like they have kind of done it a bit here, where Naomi actually did abandon Philip. They could have been like.
Well, she kind of does. She's kind of dead, so it's not really a lie. It's just. But yeah, it's the circumstances that aren't explained to Philip very clearly. Obviously,
if they set him up as somebody we sympathise with to a great extent, and then like
we do with the Belters in general.
If
he'd come across as a Belter who'd just.
And then we would have been like a little bit emotionally torn. Like, you like Kamina, so you kind of wanted to capture him, but at the same time, like, you kind of side with him. And that would have been far more interesting going into and then make him more, oh, he's actually a bit psychotic. Like, bring that in later.
Yeah, it doesn't even need to. You just make the strongest possible case for terrorism.
Yeah.
Like, well, make it like, obviously, like, he is like less than a bad guy or even a terrorist. He is just someone pushing maybe too far, like
a radical,
a radical, essentially, yeah.
His arguments. I am sympathetic to his argument. Like he's not wrong.
Yeah, he's not wrong in any of his arguments.
Like, the only problem is
just turns out that he's a fucking lunatic.
Well, it comes down to is even if he's right. If in the long run this would lead to a better world and less suffering, is it okay to just genocide civilians to get to that world? That's the essential moral quandary.
That's the question.
Yeah. But they
except
never
of course, the trouble with ends justifying the means is that there is never quite an end. It's like all right.
That's what's happening on Earth at the moment in the forever war in the Middle East.
Exactly.
It just keeps Americans. Power, but I mean, fuck knows what's going to happen with all that at the moment,
Yeah.
I mean,
it seems that war is just making a certain segment of people a lot of money, and
that's why Keith's getting in on it as well. They've got this thing where I think it was the Financial Times had a thing today where they said it's absolutely the only thing they can do is to cut back on welfare to improve our defence spending.
Because we can't possibly take money from
very rich people or anything, Or
to be honest, I think a lot of Keith's problems are down to maybe like naivety, stupidity, lack of political awareness, as
being
well.
A puppet.
Being a puppet. I think he's kind of.
I mean, they've got this. I think they said it's something like 50 Tory advisors are now advisors in the Labour cabinets, Labour organisation, government, and like,
Christ.
And they've got around, they've got through. There's lots of little loopholes they've managed to use to avoid it being like, oh, that's corruption or conflicts of interest or whatever. And it's like, it just shows you, they're on another planet. These people.
Yeah.
Really I feel so fucking duped by voting for the lesser of two evil this time around. Like,
I think it's always been a trick, but this time it's just on
this
both
time
sides.
It worked on me. I don't usually, but like this.
Yeah, but it's also so evident.
Like,
it's so obviously a trick this time.
But like, it's like this isn't.
I didn't vote Labour this time. No.
Yeah, not very good.
And I've never voted Tory and never would because.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm not a billionaire or a landed gentry or whatever. So why the fuck?
Exactly.
That's what gets me. People are so fucking stupid to vote for them. It's that they're our betters and whatever, that sort of thing that's built into British people.
But equally, no offense to, I don't mean this like specifically, but like equally stupid to vote Labour this time. It turns out.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
I put my hands up to that. I was.
I'm not saying you lost it, but like, it's now been mask off, right? It's now been revealed that they are the same fucking party.
And also the local MP who I voted for, who I genuinely believe is like a decent person, is just going along with it, like they're powerless or naive or whatever. Like I fucked up on two counts there, local and national. There, I got to hold my hands up to that one, to be honest.
Well, it's the same in America. There's been I've heard stories of like people contacting their Democrat Party Senate representatives or House representatives and going like, what are you going to do about this? And they've basically gone, well, call the Republicans. They're the ones in power. Like, you're supposed to do something as the opposition.
They're supposed to be in opposition.
The Republicans were doing a lot as the opposition.
Yes, exactly. Yeah,
they were doing everything. They got
But they don't care. I mean, they just don't care. It's the money. It's where the money goes. That's what bothers them. Is whether they're
they not only don't care, they're
institutionally
incapable of doing it. They cannot do anything because of who their donors are and so on. Like they're not who they pretend to be.
Yeah,
basically.
Yeah.
Anyway, politics.
Yeah.
Who'd have it?
I don't know. I'm going to be kicking myself for that one until the next election.
I think you probably feel how I felt voting for the Lib Dems when it was Cameron.
I can make apologies for the Lib Dems. I can look past some of the worst stuff they've done. I can't look past what's happening now, because the thing is, it's like okay, one of the things that is a big voting area for me is things like social security, welfare. Hang on, what's the British word for that? Benefits. You know.
Well, see, that's the other thing. They're not fucking benefits. It's not extras. This is all this language really pisses me off. I know it's not you that made the language. Sorry, I'm not angry with you, but it really pisses me off how they frame things.
Yeah,
and the fact that Labour still, frame it the same way and stuff. They never.
Like I said, I mean, this may be a bit too personal, but my benefits, my disability benefits, has been cut. I don't feel that would have happened under the Tories because poor people vote for the Tories and they can't piss them off that much. Labour, I was actually, I said this the other day, and I was like, I've got to check my facts. So I checked the demographic breakdown for who voted for who, and it is Labour. It was people making above median income, basically. Poor people voted for, I mean, usually Tories, this time Tories and Reform. So while I'm not saying for a second that the Tories are better at representing poor people, they know that they are voted for by, very poor people. So they can't, there's only so far they can cut benefits.
So that cracks me up. I mean, why would a very poor person vote for the Tories?
Because they're not going to get their benefits slashed like what Labour are doing right now.
But they know that now. Yeah.
That's the thing, and that's one key area for me, because I see it as a bit of a wind vane, a litmus test for how left wing they are, basically. Same thing for like public transport. If you actually give a shit about like people, then you put money into buses. You don't cut bus routes, right? Like, which is
and what they do, they cut, like as you said, they're cutting benefits and increasing military spending. Like, which is
for what reason?
Who votes for Labour wanting those two things?
Yeah,
exactly. So it's but the thing,
but they're not Labour. They're not Labour. But this is the other problem: is people will just go to the polls and go, "Oh, Labour, right? I always vote for Labour," and just tick the box.
Well, the worst part of it, because it kind of linked to what I was just saying about the Tories and poor people, like. The right wing, in inverted commas, parties could not possibly get away with these things. The Dems and the Labour tend to go further than the Tories and the Republicans would, because they want to prove how they want to prove what they are to the bourgeoisie. Basically, I was trying to. I didn't express that very well, but you know what I mean, right?
Like, you got it. Yeah.
Like on immigration, on war in particular, this is more for the Dems. Like they go further. They're worse. They are objectively worse because they're trying to prove something.
Yeah, and we haven't even covered the transphobia and the and all that kind of stuff.
There's the weaponized anti-Semitism bullshit.
All that, Like, I don't think there's any area where Labour have actually made an improvement in the first coming up to a year in power. Like, I try and be as giving them as much of the benefit of the doubt as possible. But like, fuck, that's. It's I'm running out of
Yeah,
I think what Lucy said last night about, and because we think obviously if Corbyn had won, we'd be in a different world now. If Bernie had won, we'd be in a different world. But going back to Al Gore, if Al Gore had won, we'd be in a he did win, but it was robbed. But if Al Gore had won, we'd be in a different world. I think we're in the bad timeline.
Yeah, well, none of them were allowed to though.
Yeah, no, he's
completely undermined by their own parties.
Yep. Including Al Gore. He was like that election was a scam. I'm not the biggest. Al Gore is at best barely social democratic, but he's a hell of a lot better than anybody who came after him.
Not Bush. Yeah.
That's and it genuinely he seems like for a politician, because I think you've got to be psychotic to become a politician in this climate. But Al Gore seemed like a fairly decent human being, by politician standards.
Yeah. What's bothering me about all this at the moment is I just can't see the answer.
Yeah.
We are getting less and less say in everything constantly. The media have created all this, and then people have fell for it and
Well,
voted for it.
Keith is running headlong into World War III. He just literally wants us to do a World War III.
Yeah, he wants a war because that's what made Thatcher get more power, and he probably thinks that's what got.
Yeah, but I mean, the
Blair
Falklands
power.
attacking the Falklands, fighting Argentina is one thing, but provoking World War III with Russia and China is quite another fucking thing.
Yeah. Can we just have a bit of a scrap with France? Can they try and take the Channel Islands and we'll just
fight on the Channel Islands?
Or... just a little scrap with not a proper full war.
No,
just
but
a little scrap of...
We're not supposed to go to war with countries with actual armies like France. Let's go to, I don't know, go to war with actual Guernsey. Let's just go to war
just go to war with Guernsey. People of Guernsey are like, what the fuck?
I mean, there's good looting to be had in Guernsey.
Let's go to war with the Isle of Man.
Yeah. Northern Ireland, and like let them have a shot at taking it back.
Oh, God. Right, that's going to get you cancelled. That little.
You can't get cancelled in World War III. It's World War III. No one gets cancelled in World War III.
That's true. Yeah. This is true. So anyway, not that we've got much to talk about, but let's briefly get back to this. I'm pretty much out of notes as well. I've only got a couple of bits left. Well, I'll come back to that. But what I was going to say is that Philip does turn up and meets Naomi eventually.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's a prick. Yeah.
He is a prick. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, he was abandoned by his mother. He's got feelings. Like I'm not being callous. Like he's.
Yeah. It's
but again, the problem is we don't know that stuff. We haven't seen his point of view. So.
Yeah, it's not been. But there's not been any build up to it. That's what's wrong. I think that's what's wrong is they haven't given us any.
Well, the side characters. That's the problem. The side characters.
There's not enough meat on it all. Basically,
the side characters that they're choosing this season, they shouldn't be those side characters. It should have been Philip and Marcos. They should be the side characters for the last couple of seasons, so we're getting their point of view and we understand how they feel about things.
Yeah. That's the point. Yeah, well made. Anyway, and then she gives him a spaceship, gives him a ship. Says, you go where you want. I mean, the one thing. I mean, she. I think they could have written it better as well, explaining her motivations. Yeah. But she actually just says it blatantly a few times in this last series, she's blatantly said Marco's going to get him killed. That's basically what her worry is. And, she's not playing that, if you know what I mean. She's just saying it.
I agree.
And again,
I think that's part of the problem. Yeah,
there's not enough meat on the bones of this sort of story, basically.
In fact, I would say maybe
fuzzy, by the way,
it's just something I've just thought now. I think maybe the Expanse is at its worst when it's doing interpersonal stuff.
I don't know. Some of it's all right early on.
No, it's all right, but it's not really what the show's about, and it's not what I'm interested in. I am interested in the geopolitical stuff and the adventure mystery, finding out who we're up against, kind of stuff. The interpersonal stuff doesn't have enough meat for me to care about it.
Yeah, and I like the characters that I like are the ones that don't necessarily have so much of the deep interpersonal stuff. When it comes to the characters that are a lot of it is superficial. Miller and his jaunty
the interpersonal stuff comes through in moments, like Amos and Prax. They had interpersonal stuff, but it was just through, you saw it. They weren't telling you. You saw their relationship. You saw how much Prax loved his daughter and how important that was to him and how that affected his behavior. It wasn't just Naomi saying he's going to get him killed.
Yeah. She just says it several times. Marco's going to get killed. Oh, this price on Marco's head is going to get Philip and him killed. I mean, obviously, again, it's this teleological thing, but we know there's other things going to happen with that story.
Well, I know what's coming, and it's fucking great. For me, I don't know if it will necessarily be the same for you two, but for me, the next couple of episodes, I fucking love them. I adore them.
There's some good shit coming. Yeah,
it plays into some of my sort of media preferences, which I won't name now. We'll do that next episode.
Yeah, we'll do it when it comes up. Yeah. So anyway, and then Philip decides, or Marco's people decide, we will have the ship. Thanks very much.
Which was obviously going to happen.
Yeah, and then they kidnap her. And
which is
Stunner
interesting because that's on Philip's whim. Like that wasn't the plan. That's Philip's whim, which is interesting.
That is an interesting part of it. Yeah, for sure.
Hey, but it's a like that's a good ship, right? Like
it's cool. Looks cool ship. Yeah.
Like Naomi's going to give it to him in tip-top condition.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah. She's going to look after it.
Yeah. You're going to know this teleologically. There are clues in it that I can't quite work out where the first asteroid hit on Earth.
It was when we were talking about it, looking at the map. It was where that was. It was West Africa.
Okay.
It's actually in the titles of the show. They give it away from the first episode of this series.
What is it?
In the titles of the show, they give it away in the first episode.
How so?
They show you Africa getting hit in the titles.
Okay, yeah.
If you look at the titles again. Chris,
you mean I see what you mean. Sorry, I was misunderstanding what you meant by titles. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah. I skipped through that. So
yeah, the little graphic titles. Oh no, the graphic title thing's quite interesting. If you watch it, because it changes subtly a lot each time.
I just hate titles. Game of Thrones ruined everything. Game of Thrones had lovely intro titles, and now every show just has random CGI bullshit intro titles. And like they're nice little animations in and of themselves. But if I'm binging a fucking show, if I'm watching eight episodes back to back, I don't want to sit through two fucking minutes of bullshit fucking animation.
Well, the titles aren't that long in Expanse. And
I respect shows where they just put up a card for half a second.
Fair enough. I get that as well. But it's interesting that these ones are always slightly different each episode.
That is cool. Yeah.
I mean, the cool thing about the Game of Thrones one is that it told you where the stories were taking place. It went around a map. It gave you a feel for.
And they were different.
But they all mimic that now. Yeah. Like tell the story in the fucking show. Don't tell the story in the fucking intro. Like when Game of Thrones did it, it was great. It looked great. Like it was impressive. Also, adding to that, theme tunes. Theme tunes have got fucking terrible. The Game of Thrones, great theme tune. You can bum 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 bum, but you can hum it, right? Hum the Expanse theme tune for me. Or Severance. Severance is a bit more of a tune, but it's just they're just soundscapes now.
The problem is
I like a soundscape as a what's the sound of a movie called?
Soundtrack score.
Soundtrack. I like a soundscape as a soundtrack. Like the Dune films, I love their soundtrack. They're amazing. But for if you're going to do an intro, at least give me a fucking tune, like something I can hum and go like, yeah, it's my show.
It's very close to the Battlestar Galactica theme, actually, surprisingly close to it.
So, Hamish, what was that?
The Expanse theme is surprisingly close to the Battlestar Galactica theme.
It is.
Different musician.
I was going to say a surprisingly good theme tune is the Where's Wally cartoon.
I've not seen it.
Of course, everyone's favourite, Going Around the Twist.
Oh, Round the Twist was amazing. Oh, a great theme tune.
Didn't really care much for the programme, but the theme tune.
Never.
Again, I probably saw that because of Younger Sisters. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. That was great.
Cheggers plays pop. You know. Remember Cheggers plays pop?
Remember what? Sorry,
Cheggers plays pop.
But like TV shows of Dallas, Dynasty. Me and Hamish, I'm sure, can both hum those theme tunes. Yeah. But like Game of Thrones. I was
going to say that people always do that. They get the theme wrong. That's only the backing.
But it's hummable. It's hummable. The Expanse isn't. Severance isn't. Well, Silo isn't. I don't remember the fuck that theme tune. Like it's just warbling fucking nonsense.
Yeah, things seems to be like
which I like during the show, but like I want.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
It's something. Yeah, I don't know. It's prepared. It prepared.
As you say, things get a sort of they sort of catch on as a thing, and they just get done to death.
Yeah.
I think Battlestar Galactica might have started all that, to be honest.
Yeah, because that had an interesting soundscape as well. The drums when the silent was like
Koto drums or whatever they're called.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. But then, so the guy is fishing for Atlantic mackerel.
Sorry. Very quickly, Battlestar Galactica. I think it's called like Song of Six or something. You know, when the six android comes on. Her, I can't remember. I couldn't hum it now, but her tune. That's an amazing piece of music. I love that in the show. It's very evocative. Cool.
Before you get to that, you're Well, I mean, you can if you want. I suppose doesn't make any difference to what I was going to say. I suppose. Carry on.
What with the
mackerel?
The mackerel. Yeah. So he's looking for Atlantic mackerel, which includes Boston mackerel, Norwegian mackerel, and Scottish mackerel.
Yeah, also known as, I think they are.
Yeah. Also known as. He's using his Fish Finder 5000.
Yes. I don't know what
I love that though. I love the idea that has replaced fish. I mean, it isn't explicit, but like the idea that you just, rather than going with you just go down to the beach and have this thing that shows you, oh, there's some mackerel, there's some whatever. It's like, that's cute, that's cool, that's a nice idea.
I bet bird watching's kind of interesting.
Yeah. So
just got glasses to tell you things that you're seeing.
Yeah, that's why. Google wanted to. That's the thing, is that all these things look cool until you remember the real world that would be full of adverts and stuff. You know,
I've just heard about. Apparently they've been out for a while, but there's Meta Ray-Bans now, which are a bit like Google. Yeah, I just watched a video about them, and like it's kind of cool. It's a cool thing, but never in a million years would I.
Didn't they?
Yeah, never in a million years would I buy that from like Google or Facebook or
Yeah, exactly. That's the problem. Is and this is why I say
they need to be open standards based things. That would be great. I love it.
Yeah, exactly. But this is why I tell people, and people say, especially when people say, "Oh, Microsoft invented this or innovated that," it's like, did they fuck? They've held all innovation and invention back for decades in order to do their own thing. You know, so it's like, it doesn't matter if the wheel's hexagonal with two spokes missing and it's slightly at an angle to the axle or whatever. As long as it's a Microsoft wheel, then that's fine. That's what a wheel is, and everybody gets to the point where they think, "Oh, that's what a wheel is." Yeah, and it's fucking.
And there's that thing that Apple released a while back. I think it flopped, but it looked really cool. It was like a VR headset, but it was more like AR. So like you'd have the VR headset on, you'd be using your computer, and you go like, I want a big screen. So it put a big screen in your room that you could like use as a TV and stuff. Like, so you have a virtual TV basically. Yeah. That's kind of cool. But the thing costs like $5 fucking grand.
Yeah, well that's it. Yeah, like, it costs too much, and you know, I'm not.
Yeah, presumably there must be presumably we can get projectors up to a decent standard where the point that you could just buy a little thing.
Yeah, there are ones that are like that, like that size. There are projectors that are tiny now.
I like the idea of it being VR though. Like, I mean, apart from anything else, AR. Yeah, no need to tidy your room. Just AR it. You know, I live in a fucking mansion in my head. I go out into the world like everybody's an anime girl if that's what you want. You know, like just like fucking edit the fucking world. That's great. Yeah.
That can't be good for.
No, that'd be awful. Like, I'm saying that. Like, I would love that, but I'm aware that would.
That's because you live in one room, basically.
Well, it would also lead to like we don't poor people don't need stuff. They can just AR it, like
once poor people
live in a fucking hovel,
but they'll still be charged for it, and they'll
and be adverts in your home,
which actually gets very.
Open up your fridge. Would you like some Coca-Cola?
Well, it's not even that. Really, it'll be. Do you want something intangible added to your setup? You know, it's like we were talking earlier about Discord. About people paying for fucking extra things on Discord. It's all completely intangible bullshit. You know, but kids have been brought up to this now. That's the problem. Yeah. People that have been like kids for,
because our generation, early internet, it was like a site wanted to charge you for something, you'd laugh in their fucking face.
Yeah, exactly. Like, get the fuck out of here,
yeah. I remember there was, do any of you guys know or remember Cybertown?
I think you've mentioned it to me before, but I can't remember.
And they had like a special VIP thing. There was like £1 a year, and I remember as a kid like thinking long and hard, and I didn't go with it in the end.
Yeah, literally £1 a year. Yeah.
No,
like nowadays.
But it's phones that kind of broke the seal on that. I think people would pay for fucking ringtones and games and stuff on their phone, and that was before you could keep them. That was like little Java applets that could just disappear at any fucking time. Well, mind you, they still can. Whereas now, at least you seem to sort of keep.
Well, then applications with ads, and it's like pay £2 to get rid of the ads and stuff like that. It's like
no, fuck off.
Yeah,
no. Just
I think the thing is with the phones in particular is that they are they allow impulse purchasing like so easily.
Well, it's one of the
like
first rules of capitalism is make it easy for people to give you their money. Yeah.
Exactly. So you're watching, like, there's a television break, you get bored. It's like, oh, I'm gonna buy something on Amazon or something just so quickly. You don't even have to process it, look at it, and you can just like, it's just like a fix. Capitalism fix type of thing. And that's why I tend to like. I mean, I'm not a huge interest in wearable tech. But personally, the tech I'd love to see is monorails and like have like space monorails.
Hey, I can turn a monorail, buddy.
Because I reckon monorails are great, like because it's like they don't disrupt the landscape to put in, and
but the problem is that people are always or companies and governments, which are just a subset of and the media. These three things are all one and the same these days. They all want to squeeze something out of it though. So you would either get piss poor quality, or it would be massively expensive. They can never. They never want to go in between. They either want to squeeze it till it's dead, or they just throw a penny or shit. That's the two choices you get in this.
I live near Alton Towers, and back in I think like the late 80s, they built a monorail going from because they built some extra car parks. They had a monorail going from the car park, and it would sort of go around the park, I think, and drop you off in the park.
Sounds quite cool.
Living near there, you knew all the places where we could hop the fence. We used to, on school holidays, we'd just like me and my friends just hop the fence and have a day at Alton Towers for free. But when they built the monorail, I think the first one we just went to the car park and just rode the monorail back and forth for like hours, just loving the novelty of it. Like it was so fucking cool.
Yeah, and imagine if you did that in towns, like where it's just literally like a park and ride. Imagine if that was the park and ride.
That's what it should be. Yeah, instead of wrecking everything. Well, the problem is people, particularly now, and I mean even people that I'm close to, seem to think that roads are for cars. They forget that the idea of a road is to get people and goods from one place to another. But they don't. They think it's a thing for a car to be on, and that's why you get all these bloody cyclists and motorbikes and bloody lorries, buses. Bus
ultimately, it's the idea is to serve people and make life better, not
not to make your death machine.
And they become very bad at that.
I also the car. Since we're on the subject, the car is such a con, right? Like I've just spent 700 fucking quid replacing 2 shock absorbers and a shuttle panel.
Jesus,
right? I know they're so fucking expensive, and there's so much admin involved. Like if we actually had just anywhere close to decent public transport, right? People would leap on it because fucking cars are so.
My sister,
Ben, Mad Killer Ben. The guy from my community. Other community. He's always complaining about public transport. Because I say, you shouldn't use your car so much or whatever. And he'll say, but public transport's terrible. I say that's because people, they run it into the ground deliberately to stop you using it. That's the point. It's Sorry.
Yeah, my sister has not a particularly well-paying job, but we're rural, so it's it's 30 minutes away. So she can't if she used public transport to get she literally it would not be possible. But even if she'd have to get up at 5 in the morning to get there for 8 kind of thing. So she has to have a car for work. But for everything else, public transport's fine. Like she only has to have that car for her job.
It's ridiculous, isn't it? Yeah.
So that's a huge expense she's not paid well. It's bottom end sort of salary. Like she's so she has to spend that much money. Like if that is just necessary for work should fucking pay for that. I mean, no,
absolutely,
get a company car, but
I do occasionally toy with the idea of once this car gives out, getting like a little 50cc like moped or something. But because I can live with the weather aspect of it. That's fine. Because and just not go as far away. Like I'll just do more stuff nearer. But it's I do worry a little bit about the safety element.
Well, that's the problem. Well, my mate, who I've been going to the open mic music nights with, he was knocked off his bike at the end of last year.
Christ!
Yeah, he's been driving for years and everything, and he wanted to get into motorbikes. He likes his cars and all that stuff as well. And what had happened? He came up to a junction where somebody has waved somebody else that wanted to turn or whatever, and said, "All right, on you go." Yeah. And the person that was turning didn't check the road. They just saw somebody waving and went. and they just went right into his motorbike. His legs were all smashed up, and he had to get multiple pins and things, and what do you call it, skin graft and all sorts. It's right mess his leg, and that was, and no, the police say no further action. It was just an accident, but it's like, if they're not looking at where they're going, it's just. Anyway, that's safety.
He should have got a claim. Like, damn.
Yeah, should have been something. For
lawyers, though, innit? They're so fucking expensive. But like,
yeah.
That's a whole different.
Don't start me on that. Don't open that fucking can of worms with me again. Yeah. I was going to say something else about the. So the end of the episode, obviously, is
Kaboom!
Kaboom!
Oh, that's a good drawing. That's a good drawing.
Thank you. It's the best drawing I think I've ever done. So you're talking about the guy throwing the food to the fish or whatever. And it's quite a cool. It's not a huge long scene, but there's some cool little details in it, especially if you flick back and go, oh right, that was quite cool. So the clouds all evaporate away behind them and across the front and everything. Just whoosh, the heat is just so much that the clouds are just dissipated rather. And also, I didn't notice it the first time, but I noticed this time his skin starts to burn.
Face starts burning.
Yeah, his face starts burning. From the heat of the thing, and and then it hits and kaboom.
Yep.
Kaboom. But
and we don't. I like that you don't hear much sound as well because that all would it's faster than
exactly
the speed of sound. Yeah, so you don't hear much. Just flash, clouds disappear, and then and then gets blown away.
And
I
mean, I guess he's one of the lucky ones in that it was probably was quite quick. Do you think?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, he probably just. Yeah, I think he was a goner pretty much instantly. Yeah.
That's the best way to go. You don't want to be like hanging on for dear life, and then like your whole skin never stops hurting for the rest of your life.
Well, apparently when you're burned, it doesn't matter because you lose the nerves are all.
You lose the nerves.
So
okay.
It's the initial thing's bad, but after that, it's
as long as it's fast.
Yeah.
But don't sunburn victims suffer from chronic pain?
Yeah. It depends how badly burned they are or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like, oh man, I just want to get amputated. Well, you can't amputate your torso, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Going back a wee bit to Drummer, when she does change her mind about going after Marco, she sends a message. She forwards Ashford's message to somebody, and we don't know who it is at the time, I don't think. And later we discover it's Fred. I don't know if we do discover if she does mention.
I think at that point you can assume it's Fred.
Yeah, you assume it's Fred. So she sends saying this might be useful to you, blah blah blah. And then Fred sends Ashford's message to Abasarala.
Yeah.
But it's just too late, literally.
Yeah.
It's just And interesting that Delgado gets caught out doing what basically was Abasarala's. Somebody says to him, you're being Avasarala's mouthpiece, and he gets caught out in it basically.
Yeah.
And Gao's people shut him out, but he's unwilling to press it. So he obviously never learned any lessons from previous things. Like Avasarala's been right in the past, and on top of that, look what happened to.
Although he does make a fair point to Avasarala. He says like,
it's not wrong from his own personal point of view.
Yeah, and she just says, I've learned to listen, which is nice. That's a nice moment.
Yeah, there's something.
I guess I could be right back. Just going for a space piss.
Okay.
Yep.
And I like the guy that they brought in for the second opinion. He's like,
here?
He's like, and he's like,
have you not got your own scientists?
Yeah, it's like, don't stop asking us questions. We're here to ask you.
Yeah.
But he's got the so they've got all the asteroid fragments, and he goes, oh yeah, they were having sensor problems, and he goes, no, look at it again. What do you think could be? And he goes,
I think something that bothers me a little bit about that scene is I think based on the graphics that they've created, it's a little bit too obvious what's happening. Like you can see one side of the asteroid and not the other, also they're like it's. I think somebody as smart as those people would put it together in that, given the graphics that they saw.
It would be a lot quicker. Yeah, a lot smart. They get to the point, the truth more quickly. Yeah. But So Ashford's message gets to the gets to them just too late, or at least for that first rock it does anyway.
Yeah.
As she said, I mean, Avasarala does say, do you think he stopped at one rock?
Yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah, but at least we get a rock hit, which I've been looking forward to.
Yep, Earth gets hit with a rock. I noticed as well that she's. It's quite cool when they remind you that they're on the moon, because not from obviously the external shots are brilliant because they've got the Lovell City or whatever it is, the big place. But they've also got when he's making the cocktails for Avasarala in that office, and there's like a little window at the back looking out onto the moon.
Yeah. There's actually one moment I liked in the previous episode that I forgot to mention. Just a little detail that I thought was kind of cool. When Lydia and young Amos are having that chat on the. So partly what you get to see Baltimore's sort of seawalls, like everything's got seawalls because obviously the sea, global warming happened, the sea level went up, so everything's got sea defensive seawalls. And there was a little odd structure sticking out of the water just offshore or off the new shore. And I just went to Wikipedia to look at like what does Baltimore Harbor look like.
Yeah.
And that is actually a specific building. It's called the National Aquarium.
Ironically, it's now underwater.
Yeah, it's now underwater. Yeah, I thought that was quite cool. It's an actual building. That's a nice detail. Oh, it looks like it is. At least it looks like that building. That was kind of cool. Yeah.
Is that an Easter egg?
Not really an Easter egg, just a little detail. I think about that. They're actually based it on the actual harbour, which is
it's
the fish took over
or something.
Let me see. I'll find the picture. You might remember the little thing sticking out.
You were talking about Delgado just before I left. I quite liked him, but
I like him.
Yeah, because when you said he had a bit of Admiral Souther about him, I didn't quite get that from previous episodes, but in this one, I definitely do.
Oh no, I kind of.
He's an Admiral Souther with a lot more political nous.
Yeah. I suppose I was being a little bit teleological into this episode, actually.
Yeah.
Knowing that he's not just on screen, there's also other stuff. Sorry, I'm just looking at.
Just want to make sure the messages don't flash up on the screen again.
Yeah, I know.
Well, that's just me. That's just pictures of that aquarium.
Have you got a picture of it from the? Oh yeah. I recognise the building now. Yeah.
There's just that glass kind of pyramid shape sticking out of the water when they're talking.
Yeah. Very interesting. We're not sharing it with you, audience. Ha ha ha. Well, I hate to say it, but I don't think I've got much else to say on this episode.
I think,
and this is going to be the shortest Space Virgins ever because we only got one or two small tangents as well.
Yeah, it's one of those build-up episodes. I will have much more there's much more of interest for me to talk about next episode.
Yeah, there's a lot goes on in the next couple of episodes for sure.
Oh, there you go. Just for the sake, I did Google it.
Adventure and excitement as well. What's that, bud?
There's a picture from the show.
A picture from the show.
Right. What I'll do is I will show them to the audience. Hang on. Oh, that picture's tiny.
It is. Yeah, you can zoom into it. It gets the point across.
Yeah, that's
nice. I thought just a nice little detail. Attention to detail is always nice.
Oh, that's definitely the right one. Yeah.
There you go. I've showed them to the audience,
and from that we can gauge how far the sea level has risen. And it's quite a fucking way.
Yeah. Get back.
See, do you think, in our lifetime, it could be the case that a lot of London goes underwater?
Well, we can only hope.
Inshallah.
Do you reckon it they'll seawall it, or do you reckon they'll be like, you know what, let's just go to Birmingham?
I mean, I'd love London to get destroyed. I think it's not much of this country is much above sea level. Here, I mean, I'm about as far away from the sea as you can get in the UK, and I think we're about 100 meters above sea level.
That's a lot.
100 meters is a lot. No, I don't mean we get flooded, but it's not. It's not that high. A tsunami would fuck us. A good one.
Sorry, I'm trying to find out. I'm wondering if I have put things on the screen now because I'm trying to find out which source I'm using. Oh no, it's that one, and that is Oh, no, that's a window, not a thing. So that should be all right. Should be okay. I think it's just because I put it on the wrong monitor last time.
If you saw Hamish's bank details, don't do anything irresponsible with it. Okay?
No, just send them to the email,
there,
and just so we,
I'll scroll through the video to make sure, but it should be okay this time. Yeah, I've not screwed it up too much.
Are we done then? I think we're done. I think we're reasonable. It would be artificially extending it, I think, at this point.
Yeah. There's no reason to keep things going unnecessarily. I think somebody wants something. Yeah.
Why do Huskies always look so derpy face on?
I know. It's like
something about their eyes. They've got a derpy. Yeah.
Well, because in nature, the only people seeing them coming head on are dead.
So it doesn't matter.
Hello, I'm coming. Right. Yeah. Well, he's decided it's over as well. Yeah, so sorry this has been a short one, peeps, but that's just...
I mean, it's still been, what, like an hour or something? It's
just over an hour, just over an hour. Peanut, wait a minute, mate.
I'm really looking forward to the next... I think it's the next episode where the really cool stuff happens that I like a lot.
Well, it's over the next couple, I think.
Over the next couple, yeah.
I know it's something that we didn't see in this episode. Yeah, I know.
Also, a mysterious returning character.
Yes, mysterious.
Finally, because I'm looking forward to it.
Wait, which character is this?
It's mysterious.
We covered it in the last episode, but don't think about it. It's better if it just happens.
Oh, Clarissa.
She explains it all.
She does.
Yeah, actually, guys, I'm a bit quiet. I just realised.
What?
Oh, fuck! I thought I was quiet. This fucking pissing automatic change thing has happened again, and it shouldn't have. Right,
You're not quite for us. I guess it's different, isn't it? On the
yeah. I mean, it's when you hear us all together. Something's still messing with it. I know what
I've got a backup recording on this end.
Okay, that might be better. If it's really low, that might be better.
No, it shouldn't be too bad. No, what it is the I know exactly what it is. It's when I refresh Jitsi, it didn't take into account that I say no, don't put the automatic gain control on. It does it every. It's like you have to tell it to switch it off in a on the command on the address.
Automatic stuff is more trouble than it's worth, if you ask me.
I've got plenty of ways of controlling everything. I don't need you to fucking do it for me. Wait a minute.
It's I've got insured on Rosie's car because she's got like a decent car, and sometimes it makes sense to. It's only like £25 a year to add me onto her insurance, but everything in her car is automatic. Windscreen wipers, headlights. Gears, all this kind of stuff, and it doesn't feel comfortable to me because it's like if I want the windscreen wipers on, flick, they're on.
Yeah,
I don't like the automatic. Is like
the Mini's like that. I'm probably going to end up
seems like an unnecessary
soon.
level of automation. Yeah, the effort of flicking, it's not that big a deal,
Yeah. I mean, sometimes if it's only very lightly raining, right? I don't want. It's very distracting. I'll do the little flick up for one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Every like at minute or whatever. If because I don't know. It doesn't use any extra brain power. It's just...
Well, I mean, I suppose it's like technically it's less distraction for a driver or something.
Now all cards are exactly the fucking same. They have to sell them on features, don't they? It's like what happens with graphic cards every 3 years.
See, okay, yeah, all right. Here's the unpopular opinion of the fucking hour. This will be some controversy, right? And then I think, right, I have mixed feelings about the Cybertruck, right?
Oh,
you're going to say something nice about it?
I do. I am going to say something I like about it. I like that it doesn't look like every other car on the road.
Yeah, no, I like that. Yeah. I don't like how it looks, but I like that at least it doesn't look like.
Well, first off, it's way too big.
It's a fucking death trap as well.
Yeah. But okay, it's too big, right? Like it's way too big. A smaller version, whatever. I like the fact that it doesn't look like every other car on the road.
I mean, they've withdrawn it anyway because of how dangerous it is.
And it's not well made.
You're purely aesthetically. You just like
purely aesthetically. I like that it's different. I like that it's different more than anything else, right?
Yeah,
It's the pure hipster side of things. I don't hate the look of it itself. When people say, I mean, obviously I hate Elon Musk and all the other stuff around it, the yada yada yada, and it is a death trap, but and it's way too big. Like it's dangerously big.
It does look like it hasn't fully loaded.
Yeah,
well, that's what I like about it.
You like the low poly.
Yeah, I like the low poly.
Like they're sexy. They're sexy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I just wish they made more cars that just looked a bit.
You know what? With that in mind, it reminds me of Hard Driving. Remember?
No, exactly like that. Yeah.
So there we go. That's why.
So if we get fusion power and we just got unlimited energy, then we can stop caring about aerodynamics so much, and then we can make cars look different. Because I mean, it is basically it's a solved engineering problem in terms of the fuel efficiency, which is a good thing. But
we're not going to get fusion though.
No.
Well, no, because it's not making money for oil.
It'll make money for the people who invent it.
Yeah, but will it? No, some guy will invent it and a company will take the money.
Yeah, but also like I mean, there is a part of me that's like, well, cars shouldn't be like a trendy, you know, like if it was up to me, Range Rovers would be classed as utility vehicles. Like people driving Range Rovers for like because they want to is insane to me.
You get them around here for the school run. One person driving a Range Rover to pick up one child.
It's insane. Do you know?
We live and they live on an estate. They don't live on a muddy path and a track.
The one thing worse than a Range Rover is a white Range Rover. That is a twatmobile if ever there was one. That's. I guarantee there is not one person in the world that owns a white Range Rover that isn't, at least in some way, a colossal twat.
Oh, sure.
I'm probably agree with you.
Because it's the mentality. It's like
email in if you own a white Range Rover.
But it's
and
like
we can
the
call
whole
you a
mentality.
To your face.
Yeah, because like if you're gonna like there is cases where a lot of people they have to own a car for work or whatever, right? But you can choose what car that is. You can have a small, sensible hatchback car, or you can have the fucking biggest thing on the road, and it's the mentality of I don't care that my engine's bigger and uses more fuel and puts out more emissions. I don't care that in an accident I'll be more likely to kill them than they are to. It's the whole attitude of all's me.
To mollify this slightly, and this is devil's advocating, like I don't really believe, but like they were those kind of vehicles were marketed as like this will keep your children safe. If you love your children, you drive one of these. If you don't, it means you hate your children.
Yeah, that was kind of part of it.
That's basically the
Yeah, but even still, that mentality of even succumbing to it is that my children's more important than everyone else.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, no, that's where I. Yeah, no, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's selfish, self-centered. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's the Thatcherism of culture, isn't it? You know, like
very much so. Yeah.
Sorry, we got all Peanut all excited, and now we're actually finding stuff to drag the.
Let's end it there because apart from anything else, I really need a piss.